Okay, good evening everyone. So welcome to another session for the workshop technology. And today I would like to continue what we did last time. If you were to recall what we did last time, we were building a website, like a personal website. We used HTML, we used CSS, and we used JavaScript. So I have to admit that what I just told you last week, it will be a beginner level in terms of the tools and in terms of the framework that we use. For the actual web developer or application like web technology, we actually use something a little bit more complicated, I would say. And today I want you to have a taste of how like a real software developer do in terms of developing the web application. So we're not going to do anything different from last time. We're going to build the website like last time. But today we're going to change the tooling a little bit so that we use the actual one, that the actual application that got paid really, really high salary, use every day, okay? And that would be called the JavaScript framework, okay? As you were to recall, last time we include JavaScript into our website by including a file called script.js. And then you would just write something in there, you know, a little snippet of function and code into there, right? And there's nothing wrong with that per se. You can do that. And you can certainly use that approach to build a large and complex web application that exists nowadays, except that that would be, you know, kicking yourself in the butt later on. Because when things get too complex, it will be hard to manage. And that single file, you can imagine that it contains million lines of code, then I don't think you can edit that, or I don't think you can collaborate with anyone with just single file. So it's kind of impossible. So that's why people come up with something called framework, which is something that helps manage the complexity of, you know, the code base, basically, okay? It's a library that offers some opinion. So if you were to use a framework, then you have to kind of follow what the author of the framework think would be the best practice to write the code, and also to do things in a certain way that was kind of designed with the framework, right? And if you can do that, of course, it will give you, you know, like a more learning curve to do. You have to learn what the framework is all about and what is the design of that. But once you do that, then you can benefit from it in terms of predictability. So if you do things in a certain way, it's guaranteed to result in something that are quite predictable. And also, its maintainability is also another important thing when you start to get, you know, like your project start to get, you know, more complex, and you have to collaborate with other people. And having a standard and something that's quite predictable, it's quite good when your team is getting bigger, basically, okay? So, I mean, I would say that to build something like last time and to use framework like this is way overkill. But I guess I just want you to kind of see the workflow, and maybe you can appreciate what they do and understand a little bit more why they got paid a lot of money, right? Okay, so there is always a debate between, if you, like, what should we use between just the, what I refer to as the vanilla JavaScript. So vanilla is like ice cream flavor that is so basic. It's called vanilla. So when you use vanilla JavaScript, it's like last time. You just have one file and you just write everything in that file. That's vanilla JavaScript. Or you want to use framework like today we were going to use. And it's always a trade-off. So there's no, you know, magic bullet for everything, right? If you use vanilla JavaScript, then you can get started easily like last time. You can just have one file, including script tag in your HTML, and you're good to go, right? But if you, but again, you can, when things get too complex, then it can be, you know, hard to manage. You can use framework, but you're going to see today that it requires some setup. And also, if you were to use it by yourself, you kind of have to learn how it works, which, you know, it's required more effort at your end. So, but then you can benefit from it in terms of predictability and maintainability, right? So your choice is yours, right? But I just wanted you to kind of, you know, have some experience in both ways, okay? All right, so when we talk about the framework that we're going to use, actually there are tons of them nowadays, and they're all competing for your attention. So let's see what's the what's the best one nowadays? So if you click at this link, or you can just see my link, the result from here. So this is called the Stack Overflow survey. So Stack Overflow is a website that if you were to become like a software developer, you usually go to that place to find answers. So people post a lot of questions, and there's always an expert in that place that answers some questions for you. And every year, that website conducts a survey where a lot of web developers took the surveys around the world. So it's a pretty good indicator of what's the trend at the moment. And this is the trend at the moment. Where is it? Right here. Okay. So these are the technology. So web framework and technology. And if you were to look at the charts, okay. So what we are using today is this guy right here, React. This one. Okay. So Node.js is not something we're using because we're not writing something on the what's it called, the server side. So we're using the client side JavaScript framework. So React is actually the #1 tool that nowadays. And I mean, if you want to get paid a lot of money to become a web developer, then React is something you have to know. Like you have to know if you want to get paid a lot of money. Okay. And nowadays it's still pretty relevant, although the chart can be quite different because this year is 2025, right? So this survey is 2 years old, but I think it's still relevant. Like this ranking is still pretty much similar to 2 years ago, okay? So that's why I want you to, I guess I'm introducing React today because I just want you to see how it works and, see the workflow and some of the capability, okay? All right, so without further ado, let's go React, okay? All right, so you already have computer open, and VS Code is your thing again. So let's open it up, shall we? Again, if you follow me closely and you can do everything without much hiccup, we can leave this place soon, okay? That's my promise. All right, so VS Code, that's the icon right there. And again, if you open VS Code and then you see something that looks a bit weird, then you can go to File and Close Folder. If you don't have that option, then you don't have to click anything. Okay? Because I already have something open, so I want to close that so that I can move into another folder or workspace. Okay? So close folder. So right now I'm at nowhere, right? And like last time, although I don't expect anyone to remember anything, so I'm just going to tell you everything from the beginning. So I want you to create a new folder on the desktop. So new folder, and just name it anything you want, except that write it in English. Okay, so no Thai character. It's going to mess up some of the spacing in the terminal. So I'm going to write workshop. Okay, so that's my folder, and then. Can you make sure you have the VS Code folder alongside your folder, and you can drag your folder in like this. This is like last time. We're going to drag the folder in so that the editor is located at this folder. Okay. If you do it correctly, then you should be able to see that the Explorer bar has the folder name on it. So in my case, I have the name workshop in here, right here, right? The name is on here. So if you don't have anything, or if you add the wrong folder name, please close it. You can close the folder like this. And now I'm at nowhere. See, no folder open. If I want to open it, I just drag it in like that. That's it. Okay, so I see workshop in here, right? That's what you want it to be, right? Everyone good? Okay, I guess that means good. Okay, let's go. All right. Next step, I would like you to do this. Terminal and new terminal. Okay. If you to press that, then you would see terminal coming up like this, right? And you can type something in here. That's a good sign. Okay. Okay, it's going to be terminal and new terminal. That's what you want, right? Okay, Next step, we're going to go to the first command, which is pnpm, create wheat. Okay. So that is the command to initialize the new project. Okay, so let's go back here and paste it in. Okay. So what I usually do is I usually use keyboard to copy and paste. So I go here, go to my lecture, and I select and then Control C, cat, right, to copy, and then I go back to my terminal, and then I just do Control V, and then Enter. So before you click anything, can you wait for everyone? So right now, so please do not press enter too soon. So let me explain what happened. So right now what you're doing is that you are using a script. The wheat, the name of the wheat is actually the script that helps you create the new project. So it was asking for the project name. So this one, you can just hit enter because it's suggesting that the default is called wheat project. So I think if you don't have any other preferences, hit enter. Okay, and this is the crucial steps. This one, you can pick whatever framework you want to use. So there are many things that you can use. Today, we're going to use React. So make sure that you use the arrow key up and down to select React. So that is important because if you choose other ones, I don't have examples for you today. You have to use React because I prepare only the React framework for you. Okay, so make sure that you select React using your up and down arrow key. No mouse in here. This is terminal. No mouse. Okay, just up and down. And then once your cursor is at React, you may press enter, like that. Okay, and this one again, do not press enter too soon. If you do, just ask me at the end. Okay. Can you choose JavaScript? Okay, that's what you want. JavaScript. That's it. You're good to go. Okay. Okay. Anybody want me to do it again, or if you mess it up, I can help fix it. But you have to let me know. You want to start over?
I still haven't done.
Oh, okay. Then go to here, terminal, new terminal. Okay, and then this is going to be go back to my lecture. And can you copy this part? Paste it.
Yeah.
Control V. Yeah. Enter. Okay. Press enter one time, and then up and down until React. Yeah. Enter, and then JavaScript. Yellow one. Yeah. That's it. Okay, you're good. So anybody? Okay. Okay, I'll help you, and I'll help you later. Okay.
กลับไปแก้ตอนนี้ได้ไหมคะ
ไม่ได้ครับต้องทำใหม่ไม่ยากครับง่ายมากนะครับลบใหม่ทำใหม่นี่เรียบร้อยครับโอเคนี่ครับโอเคครับได้เลยครับไปที่สไลด์ผมได้ไหมครับมีไหมอ๋อมีแล้วนะโอเคผมต้องการอันนี้ครับคุณช่วยกด Ctrl C ผมหน่อยครับโอเคเราก็ไปกด Ctrl V ตรงนี้ครับ Enter ครับกด Enter 1 ทีกดลง2 ที1 2กด Enter ครับแล้วกดลงอีก2 ที Enter ครับเรียบร้อยครับอยู่ไงสุด
อันนี้ไปไงต่อคะ
ไปไงต่อcopy อันนี้
ทั้งหมดเลยเหรอ
ไม่ใช่ครับแค่บรรทัดเดียวครับ
แค่
บรรทัดเดียว
ใช่ไหมคะบรรทัดนี้ ใส่ตรง
เพ
นี้
สครับใช่
ตรงนี้ใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ครับCtrl V ครับ Ctrl V Enter ครับโอเค Enter 1 ทีครับแล้วก็กดลง2 ทีลง2 ทีEnter แล้วกดลงอีก2 ที Enter ครับนั่นแหละครับ อืมครับมาอันนี้น่าจะเป็นไฟล์ทิ้งได้ครับเอาใหม่ครับไปที่สไลด์ผมนิดนึงโอเค copy บรรทัดนี้แล้วก็แปะครับ Enter ครับกด Enter 1 ทีแล้วก็กดลง2 ที Enter แล้วก็กดลงอีก2 ทีแล้วก็ Enter ครับประมาณนั้นตรงนี้ได้ไหมครับจริงๆอันนี้ก็ไม่ผิดครับได้ครับไม่ผิดอะไรครับจริงๆแล้วได้โทษได้ครับกด Enter ครับ Enter แล้วก็กดลง2 ที React Enter ครับกดลงอีก2 ทีแล้ว Enter ครับนั่นแหละครับถูกต้อง Okay, are you guys good? So, okay, I have to help this guy over here. And we're done. This guy's here. ว่าไง copy
ระวัง
ใช่ครับ
เนี่ย
อันนี้มันมีอยู่แล้วไง ขอลบทิ้งก่อนได้ไหมอันนี้พอดีอันนี้มันเอาใหม่กดได้แล้วกดเลยเอาใหม่กดอีกนึงครับกดขึ้นให้ผมหน่อยกดขึ้น Enter Enter ครับก็กดลง2 ที Enter กดลงอีก2 ที Enter เรียบร้อยครับอันนี้ได้แล้วนี่ใช่ไหมโอเค good you're good alright good job alright so the first step see it's more complicated right like even the starting part it's like there's a lot of things that you need to I mean if you do it on your own there's a lot of things to mess up right but since we are here then we're good so the next thing I want you to follow what this instruction there's an instruction here right so first cd wheat project see the instruction cd wheat project so why don't we do that right I'm gonna type okay we don't use mouse there's no mouse here just cd and then space wheat project see I just follow that instruction that's all I did right I just follow the instruction and what's the next one the next one is pnpm install see I just follow the second steps right I just do that let's do just that pnpm install whoa what is this looks complicated there's a lot of things going on here but good news is that it's taking care of everything for you right okay and once I'm done then as you can see there's another step that you need to do right pnpm run dev see that so why don't we do that right the last step just follow the instruction okay if you see something like this congratulations your project is now started you have to follow the instruction exactly okay see pnpm run dev okay make sure you type it exactly like this or I mean you can just copy and paste if you can right? Exactly like this okay if you see something like this you're good to go if you don't let me know I can go take a quick lookโอเคไหมผมรู้สึกว่ามันสว่างแยงอันนี้มันแยงตานะผมรู้สึกขอ let me try I think if I turn off this light is it better yeah it's much better right yeah okay anybody not seeing this okay Can you scroll down? Have you done the last step? The last step is PNPM run dev. Have you done this step yet? Try it, try it. Yes, you did, and it's not working. Can I see? นะครับขอเมาส์นะขอทำนิดนึงโอเค Yep, you're good to go. Can you do P and PM? PNPM. This is M. So PN. PM. Run. Dev. This is too small. It's not your fault, man. Hey, okay. I see lots of hands in here. Okay, maybe you can help you first.
ครูค่ะ
นี่อะไรเนี่ย มันเป็นอย่างนี้วะ CD CD with project there you go ถ้ามันเป็นแบบนี้ Does not access why oh because you're not on the right place so let me help you there you go CD with project and PNPM okay now can you do second step okay second but the instructions are gone so let me help you PNPM install
จะอันแรกหนูนะคะ
ไปผิดที่ครับ คือมันยุ่งครับ คือผิดนิดเดียวมันก็เจ๊งเลยอะไม่เจ๊งหรอกแต่ว่ามันก็เป็นระบบที่คอมเพล็กซ์นิดหนึ่งครับก็ไม่เป็นไรครับเป็นเรื่องปกติ ผมก็ผิดประจำนี่ครับโอเค
อันแรกก็คือ
ไม่เป็นไรครับคือเมื่อกี้คุณไปกด CD ไว้คำว่า CD เฉยๆแปลว่าไปที่อื่นเลยมันเลยงงครับ
หนูพิมพ์ผิดค่ะหนูไม่ได้ก๊อปมาวาง
โอเค CD
ก็พิมพ์ใหม่
with นี่ครับอยู่นี้แล้วก็ PNPM install
อันนี้คือพิมพ์ใหม่ได้เลยใช่ไหม
ที่จริงพิมพ์ใหม่ได้ครับผมจำคอมมานด์ได้ไงแต่ว่าคุณจำไม่ได้ไงคุณก็เลยไม่สามารถพิมพ์ได้ต้องให้ผมพิมพ์ไงมาใช่มาโอเคคุณทำตามผมจริงๆก็ดีนะแต่ว่าผมเลิกทำแล้วเพราะว่าทำเป็นแล้วทุกคนงงไงใช่ครับไม่เป็นไรครับเรื่องเล็กโอเคช่างมันไม่ได้มีประเด็นไฟล์นี้ไม่มีประเด็นเลยครับนี่ไม่ต้องครับก็ P ผมเริ่มเมื่อยหลังแล้ว PNPM install หมด Pกด P ครับ P N P M เคาะ in INS TALL enter ครับแล้วก็ทำมันนี้เหมือนกันเดี๋ยวก็ทำให้ก็ได้ครับก็ทำอย่างนี้แหละครับแล้วก็ PNPMเคาะ runเคาะ dev นั่นแหละครับเดี๋ยวคนนี้ต่อทำไมอันนี้
อะไรขึ้นอ่ะ dev ตัว V เพื่อนไม่ใช่ตัว F
ผมว่าคุณไปเตะอะไรหรือเปล่าวะได้เหรอโอเค dev p โอเคได้โอเค anybody still นี่จะโอเค that's more hands โอเคนี่เริ่มใหม่เนาะมาทำให้อย่างเงี้ย นี่ครับsomebody you need okay send help มา oh you're good to go you're good too okay you're done and then I think I see some hands over here you're good this one you're good too that guy you good yeah everyone's good all right install okay enter okay. Okay, PNPM run dev NPM แล้วก็เคาะ run RUN and then เคาะแล้วก็ DEV เคาะ space bar DEV okay very good okay everyone's done yay okay and now we can see the magic okay so why don't you do this with me see this one there's a link called localhost right so that is where your website is can you hold control at your keyboard and you left clicked and see the magic I oversell it right just a website but that website you can click on the counter control at your key hold it okay hold the control left clicked all right you see this and now you can click on the counter button let me hear the click sound please okay that's good right and that is fun and you're gonna learn how to reproduce something like this okay all right okay so let me just explain what this is right so this is the website that are generated by React something that you just install with a lot of commands that you just did okay here's the thing this is running from the server that is running on your terminal if I were to go back here you can see that it's this means that it's running if you want to stop this one from running then you can do control and C that's the terminate keystroke if I do control and C you can see that I get the command prompt that means that the process ended and if the process is ended that means that my website is gone check this one out it's gone see the website is gone if there's no server running if I want my website to come up again I need to run the last command which is pnpm run dev again you don't need to do the whole thing you just need to do the last command and you don't even need to type anything you just hit the up arrow the up arrow is the history the most recent history so I can just do up arrow and I hit enter again now my server is running so that means I can go back to my website I can refresh it and come back that's how it works okay this one is running on your computer it's local computer okay so if you hit your website and nothing comes up there's a high chance that you didn't run the server with that last command okay all right let's go so let's deep dive into modifying this because that feels empowering to be able to change any of this so let's do just that we're going to go to the VS Code and now let's expand this okay so first thing I think I want to change this I want to change this name it's called wheat plus react right I want to change into something like my really cool website right like last time if you go through the folder called public and then you close again because that's the wrong one. You have to go to index.html. Okay, does that ring a bell? Index.html, and you see the title tag. Can you change that into something that you want, like my really cool website? Okay, so find HTML in here, index.html, and change the title tag into something of your own. And this program does not autosave anything for you, so be wary of that. If you see that white dot right here, it means that you haven't saved it. So let's save it. The way that I can save is go to File and Save. But that is slow. I do recommend using Control S as your go-to keyboard stroke for saving. Okay. For example, if I were to change anything in here, you see that I have white dot appearing again. I can just hit Control S, and then the white dot goes away. So that means I save. So I don't even have to use my mouse, and that's much quicker. So I do recommend getting used to that. If you want to come like software programmer, then Control S is like your good friends. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my really cool website, and if you were to go back to your web browser, you can see that the name has changed, right? Yeah, make sure that the name has changed. Okay, so that's the first step, right? Change the tab name. The second step is, I think I want to change this icon over here. This one looks boring. Okay, let's change to something better. And in that case, I would like you to go to this website right here. Favicon Generator. Okay, let's do that. So this one, so this little icon in here is called favicons. We can change that too, okay? And here actually I customize a lot of things in it, but feel free to come up with the cool design. There's a lot of things in here, so maybe I choose this one. Okay, I can choose this. Oh, this one looks good. I like this one. Okay, and I want to do square. Oh, square. Okay, rounded. Maybe if my font is a little bit big, so I'm going to lower down. Maybe okay, so that looks good to me. Okay, so that looks good. So this is my favicon that I want to use. Okay, and once you're done, make sure that you click Enable SVG in here, because we want SVG. That's the vector graphics. So that's better for zoomability. Okay, so make sure you enable SVG, and once you're done, can you click Generate Favicon, and it's gonna download a zip file for you. Okay, so make sure that you can find it. So right here, this is my zip file that contains favicon. I think you guys using WinRAR. It doesn't matter. Just open it. Okay. All right. What I want from this zip file is actually just one file in here. It's called favicon.svg. So essentially, can you help me find the file called favicon.svg is in here? Can I blow it up? Yeah, this guy right here. Your logo might look different, but I want the file called favicon.svg. Okay. Can you drag it out? First, because your file is still in the compressed file, you got to drag it out. It's called extract. Extract to desktop first. Okay. So that I have my file here. Okay. Make sure that it's outside your compressed file, and then it's on the desktop, just to make sure that the next operation works. Okay. And the next step is that can you open VS Code and maybe put it next to the file. And if you notice, there's a folder called public folder. Okay. I want to put this file into the public folder. I can drag it in. Okay. So make sure you drag into the right place. Okay. I want to drag into the public folder like that. Okay, and if you do it correctly, it should be, I guess, above the file called wheat.svg. So your favicon file should be above wheat.svg. If it's not, then you can call me, you can get me, okay? I can help you. อือฮึ
เครื่องนี้ใช่ไหม
ใช่ครับลากมาก่อนลากมาข้างนอก
ลากไว้
โอเคเอานี้เข้าไปใน Public เอาไว้ครับเอาไว้ปิดก่อนปิดโอเคเอาเปิด Public เปิดแล้วโอเคเปิดลากเข้าไปนั่นแหละครับปล่อยถูกต้องโอเคเดี๋ยวตรงนี้ก่อนนะตรงนี้
เราได้แล้ว
นะครับเปิดไฟล์นั่นเลยครับเอาตัวนี้ลากออกไปที่ข้างนอกเดสก์ท็อปนะครับ favicon.svg ขอไฟล์เดียวครับลากข้างนอกโอเคคือเมื่อกี้ทำไปแล้วแปลว่าอะไรเอ่ยก็ทำแล้วนี่หมายถึงว่ามันบ่นอะไรเอ่ยขอลากให้ผมดูอีกใหม่ได้ไหมครับมันบ่นอะไรวะ cannot open เหรอทำไมเอ่ยคุณเรื่องใหม่ผีหลอกโอเคแล้วอันนี้ลากมาในนี้อย่างเงี้ยครับเสร็จแล้วเห็นได้ไหมฮะเห็นเนาะโอเคมามีโอเคโทษทีเดี๋ยวผมขอช่วยหน่อยครับขอเธอไปนิดนึงอันนี้แบบนี้ครับ Okay anybody need some help you good over here okay that's very good all right so if you have the same what the same thing as what I have here then you can proceed to the next step which is can you go to the index.html again but this time look for the name wheat.svg right here you see this one change this one into favicon.svg essentially what we're doing is that we want to change whatever there before which is wheat.svg into favicon.svg one more time previously it was like this see previously it was wheat.svg so you don't even have to change the whole thing you just change the name so wheat change them into favicon that's all you need to do the rest just keep it the same thing right can you hit save Control S and go back to your website and see the magic happen right you see the tab icon it's now changed to whatever you just put in okay so that's how the favicon works okay I mean the favicon is kind of important because if you like bookmark the site then it kind of remember the favicon so I mean for real website this little things counts right right okay but that this is cosmetic right this is not even the real content so let's do real content right now shall we so first I want you to go to a file let me see okay so another thing I want you to do is I want you to clear whatever stuff in there so that we can start from the beginning okay the first thing can you go to the file called source go to the source folder the folder called source and then there are two files that you need to clear the content the first one is called index.css so these are the style that you see on the web page so can you select everything so this is CSS file not HTML okay select everything and hit delete and then save it so see my index.css is now empty So can you do that with me, please? Okay, go to index.css, select everything, delete, and saved. Okay. The next step, can you go to app.css, another CSS file, select everything, hit delete, and saved it. Okay, don't forget to save it though. Okay, please save it. All right. Once you did this, and you go back to your web page, it's gonna look bare bone, to say the least, right? Right now, the styles are gone. Okay, we're gonna apply the style ourselves so that you know you know where it comes from. Okay, so right now we want to clear all the style. So if your website doesn't look like this, let me know. It has to look like this, unstyled. Okay, so that's good. The next step is to clear. Can you go to my lecture, and can you copy this code with me? Okay. It's on page 11 of my lecture, and copy. Okay. Copy is Control-C, and go back to VS Code. Okay, and there is a file called app.jsx. Okay, JSX. Okay, this file, can you just clear everything for me? And just copy, just paste whatever I had, in my lecture into here. Hit save, and that is how you reset everything. Okay, so now my app.jsx should look like this. Looks bare bone. Just look empty like this. And if I go back to my website, now my website is all empty. Right? That's what I want you to start with. Okay, so now your website should be completely empty. Without error though, okay? If you have something like this, very good. Okay, can I go? We're ready, good? Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to show you this. All right, and you're going to see some similarity with last time, okay? So the way that, JavaScript works is that it's a function, okay? When I talk about function, I mean, you can learn Python. The function in Python begin with the word def. In JavaScript land, it's called function. So this is a function, okay? And the function has to return HTML, okay? It's kind of different from last time. Last time, you just write HTML. But this time, you're going to write a function that returns HTML. Check this one out, okay? See this return statement here, okay? And you can see that there's already an kind of HTML tag in here. But this tag is called empty tag. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. This is okay. But what we can do is that we can make a space between that empty tag. And I'm going to write h1. And then I'm going to close with the closing tag, like last time, right? I'm going to write welcome. And check this one out. See that? So what you can do is that there's a function. You don't have to care about it at this point. But between that empty tag, you can put HTML in there. And that's a function that returns HTML. And that's how we write website in this framework. And actually, we do something like this in all the frameworks. We return HTML. Okay? So does anyone have issue getting something on the screen? Okay.ครับไม่ต้องครับไม่ต้องถูกแล้วครับเซฟเลยครับตึ๊กใช่ไหมฮะแล้วเสร็จแล้วไปคลิกตรงนี้ระหว่างเครื่องหมายถัดไปอีก1คลิกแล้วกด enter สัก 2-3 ทีนะครับระหว่างนี้ครับลองใส่อย่างเช่น h1 แบบที่ผมใส่นะต้องแบบ h1 แล้วก็ปิดแล้วก็มีตรงกลางแล้วก็ closing tag อีกรอบหนึ่งลองดูของผมมองเห็นไหมไม่เห็นก็เดี๋ยวไปขยายให้ โอเคครับโอ้เราต้องเซฟทุกอันเลยครับถ้าเห็นสีขาวแปลว่าต้องเซฟนะกด Ctrl S ผมก่อนเอาใหม่ที่ S นะไม่ใช่ H S Ctrl S โอเคกด Ctrl S ให้ด้วยโอเคระหว่างนี้คุณกด Enter ให้ผมหน่อย2-3 ทีโอเคคุณพิมพ์เห็นป่ะ H1 นะพิมพ์ให้หน่อยครับครับ Okay, and if for those who already got something like this, you can continue. Right? You remember last time we were doing a lot of things with our HTML, skill. So we have P, which is my name is Niran, right? So like that. I mean, if you want, you can start working on your website again, but as you can see that it's similar, right? So it's not like this is completely new. It does take some inspiration from the way that we write HTML. All right, and I remember like I do something like my favorite food, right? And then I have some list, so UL, right? And then LI, and then pizza, something like that. So yeah, it's same old thing, right?แต่ปกติมีแว่นใช่ไหมครับมีแว่นโอเคเขาหน้ามาก็ได้ไม่เป็นไร
หนูยังมองไม่เห็นเลย
แต่ปกติมีแว่นใช่ไหมครับแต่ก็ใส่แล้วนี่
หนูมองไม่เห็นเลย
แล้วเราเรียนยังไงครับหมายถึงว่าอยู่ในเลคเชอร์จริงเหรอไปหาแว่นใหม่แว่นที่แบบลองช่วยนะไม่งั้นเพราะว่าเลเวลเนี้ยที่มันก็เป็นเลเวลปกติในห้องเลคเชอร์เนาะโอเคอันนี้คือมันเหมือนมันมีอะไรเกินมาอันหนึ่งวะคุณก๊อปใหม่ได้ไหมครับไปที่ของผมเป็นที่เลคเชอร์ผมอยู่ไหนไม่ใช่นี้เนาะก๊อปไปอีกหน้าหนึ่งไปอันนี้ก๊อปอันนี้ให้ผมอีกนึงโอเคลบให้หมดเลยเราเซฟด้วยคุณลืมเซฟอันนี้ว่ะคุณเซฟนี่ผมด้วย
อันนี้ไม่มีเลย
ผมเซฟเลยเซฟครับเดี๋ยวต้องเซฟด้วยนะโอเคประมาณนั้นนี่ใหม่เนาะแล้วก็น่าจะได้แล้วแหละครับOkay. Anybody has some problem? So if you might notice, this time you cannot make mistakes. It's quite important. Like even if I miss any single characters in the HTML tag, if I make any mistakes in here, it's actually gonna yell at me. Let me show you this. If I don't have the closing tags in here, see, it starts to yell at me now. If I were to save, I think it's done. Okay? Because this one is actually the programming language. It's as strict as when you write Python. Like if you write HTML, like last time, and you forgot this /, it doesn't care. It just, sometimes the styling will be off. But this thing, this is not HTML. This is behind the scene. This is the real programming language. It's like you make mistake in your Python code. You cannot do that. So this one will break. Okay, so I have to make sure that every single thing is correct. it doesn't work like last time โอเคเป็นไงครับเอ๊ะคุณเรียกผมป่ะคุณลืมเซฟอ๋อคนนี้นี่ไงมันเหยี่ยวไว้อยู่เลยนะอ๋อไม่คือไม่ได้ทำตามครับไม่ให้ทำตามโอ้เดี๋ยวก่อนมันมีตรงคุณไปคุณลืม1 อันลืมอันนี้ครับเอ๊ะไม่ใช่ไม่น่าจะถูกแต่ว่ามันยังไม่ให้นะ
อันนี้ไม่ขึ้นสีฟ้าเหมือนจานนะ
ใช่อันนี้มันผิดครับมันมีอะไรบางอย่างผิดแล้วผมหาไม่เจอไม่วะขอโทษนะขอค่อยๆลบทิ้งคือถ้าหาไม่เจอต้องค่อยๆลบทิ้งทีละอันนี้ไม่แสดงว่ามันผิดถึงนี้เหรอวะWhat ถูกอันนี้มีอะไรกว่าอ๋อผิดไฟล์อันนี้มัน index.css เนาะโทษผิดไฟล์ครับเอาใหม่อันนี้มันต้อง blank คุณต้องไปแก้ไฟล์นี้นี่ครับผิดไฟล์ครับเพราะนั้นเมื่อกี้เอาใหม่copy ผมหน่อยฮะโอเคแปะผมหน่อยอันนี้ทั้งหมดวิ่งมานี่ก็เซฟเลยเรียบร้อยผิดไฟล์
อันนี้
ไม่เป็นไรครับถูกแล้วครับผมต้องแบงค์นี่ถูกแล้วปิดมาเลยก็ได้พันครับง่ายโอเคเข้าใจว่าไม่มีอันนี้และขาดไป1 อันเท่านั้นนะเกินนี้มา1 อันได้ละคือมันห้ามผิดคู่หมดเลยครับมันเหมือนวงเล็บเลยครับนี่แหละนะครับโอเคครับโอเคนี่ก็เหมือนกันมันต้องห้ามผิดคู่แล้วครับตอนนี้ครับคุณขาด UL
UL ตัวนี้
ฮะ
อันนี้ไม่ใช่ UL
ใช่แต่ว่าคุณลืมเปิดครับ UL เนาะนี่ไงแต่ว่าอันนี้มีปิดดูละ LI ด้วยเนาะ LI แล้วก็ H1P
มือถือมันไม่ชัด
ทำไมไม่ถูกนะ
ตั้งแต่อันนี้แหละ
ผมรู้สึกว่ามันเดี๋ยวนะมันโอเคอันนี้ได้ปึ๊บแต่ว่าอันนี้เจ๋งเพราะอะไรมันมีอะไรอันนี้มันมีไม่ถูกหรือว่าไม่ใช่หาไม่เจออยู่นี่ครับนี่ได้ละโอเค อันนี้น่าจะไม่ได้เปิดครับผมเปิดนี่อ้าวก็เปิดแล้วนี่เดี๋ยว control คลิกให้ผมหน่อยคลิกซ้ายคลิกซ้ายคลิกซ้ายที่ปุ๊บเอาไปคลิกซ้ายใหม่อ๋อโอ้แสดงว่าคุณยังไม่ได้แก้มันเหรอเอาใหม่
ใช่ค่ะตอนแรกหนู
กดเซฟสิกดเซฟ
เซฟแล้วค่ะอ๋อ
เซฟตรงนี้เซฟตรงนี้กดตรงนี้เราเซฟกดเซฟ
เซฟแล้วค่ะ
ทำไมไม่มาวะผิดโฟลเดอร์เปล่าเนี่ยเดี๋ยวก่อนนะ
ใช่
งั้นขอเทิบไปนิดนึงได้ไหมครับเทิบได้
ด้านนู้นก็ได้
เอออืมอ๋อโอเคผิดไฟล์จริงนะไฟล์ไม่ใช่อุ๊ยเดี๋ยวห้ามลบนี่อยู่นี่ไฟล์นี้มันไม่ควรอยู่ตรงนี้
ไฟนี้เป็น
มันต้องอยู่ตรงนี้ครับมันต้องเป็นอันนี้คือมันผิดที่ก็ไม่ได้เลยนะไฟล์ก็ห้ามผิดที่ไฟล์แล้วไฟล์ทุกอันก็ห้ามผิดคือไม่แล้วอันนี้คุณยังไม่ได้เคลียร์ตรงนี้นะแล้วก็อันนี้ด้วยโอเคเรียบร้อยครับคุณลืมเคลียร์ทางนี้คุณช่วยเคลียร์อันนี้ให้หน่อยกดนี้แล้วคุณเคลียร์ลบ
หมดเลยใช่ไหม
ใช่รวมถึงไฟล์แอปด้วยนะมันมี2ไฟล์เคลียร์หมดเลยโอเคเรียบร้อยครับและเป็นบั๊กที่ยากอยู่ครับ Okay, so as some of you might see, it's very stringent. It's very strict about everything, including the location of the file, the content of the file, and everything. So, see, but up to here, there's nothing new from last time, right? I mean, I haven't shown you any cool stuff from last time because if this is all it can do, we could go back to the HTML thing like last time. But I want to show you the cool thing because this is the real programming language. That means we can do calculations, okay? So I want you to try this with me. Can you make some space in here? So the space above the keyword return, okay? We're gonna declare a variable, like Python. Like you can declare a variable in Python, like a equal 10. Let's do just that. But in JavaScript, you cannot just do a equal 10. It doesn't like it. I mean, I guess it's okay, but let's make it a little more correct, which is const a. Okay, so in JavaScript land, when you want to do a variable, you should have the keyword const. So that's how we do it in JavaScript. Okay. So const a equal to 10. So right now you are declaring a variable called a. And a is equal to 10, right? Right, so I'm going to go here, okay? I'm just going to maybe make some space here. Like if I were to type A's in here, you can try A. Just type A in here. Okay? You can see that there's a letter A's in here, right? Right? Yeah, A's in here. But what happened? Or maybe to make it a little bit more clear, I just do H1, okay, NA, just to make sure that it's bigger, okay? You don't have to do this with me, but here's the thing. If I write A in here, it's just another A, right? But if I were to write the curly braces surrounding A, watch what happened. It becomes 10. You see that? That's the real power of this. Okay, so you can experiment with that. If I were to write just A without the curly braces, it's just going to become the text A, like that. But if I were to put the curly braces around it, then it becomes 10. And now you can kind of imagine, right? This one is actually like the real value that gets interpolated onto the screen. If I were to change A into 20, then this one becomes 20. If I were to have another constant called b, right, I can even do a plus b and get 50. That is something that HTML cannot do. Okay, so and there are many things that you can do with this. Once it's become the programming language, then you can write custom logics into here. And let me show you how to do that. Okay. Anybody doesn't see this behavior? If you do a plus b, what is happening on here is 50, right? Anybody okay with this? Okay, we're gonna do some custom logic. Okay, so let's say I want this thing to calculate my age for me from my birth year, right? We can do that, right? So let's see if I don't need this logic. This one is it's just a toy example. But let's say I have some logic like this. Say I have const year. So this is my birth year. So I was born in 1982. And yes, I'm old, okay? But see, I want this website to display my age, but I don't want to hard code it, right? I want to just input my birth year, and then it will calculate my age for me, right? So that is the logic that you can put onto your website, right? And you can put your birth year in here, right? So I will come here. My name is Niran. I am, right? I want to put something maybe XX years old, right? So that is what I want, right? I want to replace this thing with my age. And I want to calculate this part dynamically. Okay, so let me just blow this up for you. Okay, see, I am XX years old. So right now, I just want to change this thing. Okay, so let's do that. So first, if you were to write, so the logic to calculate the age would be something like this, right? I want to have the year and then subtract by today's year, right? So, I guess I can write this year is 2025 minus my birth year, right? But if I were to write something like this, then you can imagine that this one will get hard-coded into my to my website, which is not what I want. Let me show you that, right? Now this is not even calculating anything, right? But if I were to put the curly braces around this part, then that is different. See, I am whatever that years old, right? And then I can see now I'm 43. I cannot believe that. I actually lost track. I am 43 years old. I'm like twice as old as you are, right? Even like more than twice as old as you are. You get that? Mm-hmm. ลองเซฟก่อนให้ผมดูหน่อยได้ไหมโอเคหายไปแล้วอันนี้ถูกแล้วครับไม่มีประเด็นครับอ๋ออันนี้ก็ยังรันอยู่ทำไมหน้ามันหายไปโทษนะครับอ๋อ A is not defined โอเคใช่แล้วครับผิดเพราะว่าตอนนี้ A มันไม่ถูก define ก็คือโค้ดมันผิดแล้วครับเอาใหม่ชึบยังไงวะลิงก์มันอยู่ไหนวะอยู่นี่ลิงก์มันอยู่ไหนเอ่ยหาไม่เจอแต่พิมพ์ใหม่ก็ได้มาแล้วครับพอดีถ้าเกิดคุณไปลบ A ทิ้งมันก็จะด่าว่าไม่รู้จัก A ก็เป็นโค้ดละอันนี้เป็นโปรแกรมมิ่งละเซฟเลยครับถูกต้องครับผิดเจ๊งโอเคเฮียเขียนผิดแน่นอน เฮียเขียนผิด
อ๋อ
A ครับเซฟมาแล้วครับเนี่ยOkay, so it's pretty strict in terms of the syntax too. Okay. Next step, next stop. What I do? Okay. There are other things that you can do. Let me show you this one. Like right now, my year is actually hard coded into 2025, right? Actually, we don't even need to do that. We can make this website even more dynamic. Like next year, if I were to run this, I will be 44 years old, right? So maybe we need another constant, say this year or something, right? That's gonna be equal to new date dot to get full year. Okay, hold on, let me try that. Actually, I haven't tried this one yet, but let me try that one. Yep, okay. So this part is actually the code that gets the current year. So this website, if I were to deploy this online, then my age will always be correct no matter what, right? If you open this one next year, now it's calculating the current year. Maybe I should name this current year. Like this year is like not the right name, but current. How about current year? Right, might be a better name. So I would do current year, something like that. And for this, you gotta have to make sure that your syntax, like everything is typed correctly. Like you cannot make any mistakes here, or else it's gonna yell at you again.เก็บเสร็จแล้วครับหิวข้าวใช่ไหมรู้โอเค almost done almost done okay okay yeah this part is a bit complicated right but the rest you gotta know JavaScript in order to like make some cool stuff happening โอเคต้องมีเครื่องหมายปึ๊ดด้วยครับวงเล็บเห็นไหมเห็นของผมไหมมันมีปึ๊ดเห็นนะมันยังผิดอยู่เนาะห้ามมีสเปซตรงนี้ครับเอา this กับ via ติดกันครับอันนี้ต้องเป็นเท่ากับครับไม่ใช่เครื่องหมายบวกโอเคแล้วก็ const นะ const โอเคอันนี้ถูกแล้วแต่ว่ายังไม่ได้ใช้กดเซฟไปก่อนครับยังไม่ได้ใช้ power ของมันเต็มที่นะครับเพราะว่าอันนี้คุณยัง hard code อยู่ไงแต่จริงๆแล้วถ้าคุณจะเขียนให้ถูกคุณต้องเอามาลบกันถึงจะแบบเป็น power ของจริงเหมือนที่เพื่อนทำตรงนี้ถ้ามันมาลบกันแบบนี้แปลว่ามันจะถูกตลอดไอ้เว็บไซต์นี้คุณเปิดปีหน้ามันก็ผิดแล้วล่ะครับเพราะว่าคุณอายุ19ไงเพราะฉะนั้นผมถ้าจะเขียนให้มันถูกต้องแปลว่าคุณจะต้องเอาโค้ดตรงนี้มาใช้ก็คือเอา this year ลบ year มันจะกลายเป็นมันจะถูกเสมอมันไม่มีวันผิดเพราะว่ามันจะอัปเดตตัวเองไปเรื่อยๆเพราะนั้นเนี่ยครับตรงนี้ลบ18ทิ้งครับพิมพ์ตามผมนะเครื่องหมายปีกาเปิดครับเปิดเครื่องหมายปีกาก่อนเปิดปีกาพิมพ์คำว่า this year ติดกันแล้วก็ลบ year ลบ year ครับ year เชื่อผม year แล้วก็ปิดเครื่องหมายปีกาครับเซฟเลยครับเรียบร้อยนี่แหละครับนี่คือเว็บไซต์ที่ไม่วันชื่ออายุคุณจะไม่วันผิดเลยต่อไปเพราะปีหน้าจะกลายเป็น20 ปีครับโดยที่คุณไม่ต้องทำอะไรเลยเพราะมันเขียนโค้ดแล้วไงโอเค okay so that's fine right but I want to show you another thing remember last time we create a button called พี่ขาอย่าทับหนู Let's do that one more time. But with this, you're going to see how cool, how easy you can do same thing, but in a more concise way, right? Okay, give me some button, man. Go down here and give me some button. Okay, and maybe call click me. And that will give you something like this. Okay? Give me some button, man. Or whatever. And you can come up with the label by yourself. Okay? Give me some button, man. Okay, not yet. I know you want to click it. Not yet, man. Okay? All right. Here's the cool part. We can write the behavior of this button right into this file, which is really cool because last time we gotta do two files like HTML and JavaScript, but this one we do everything in here. Okay? So do this with me. On click. Okay? On click. Okay? On click is clicking, like what happened if you click it, right? Equal. And then open and close curly braces. And then do parentheses. And do equal. I know, it's weird. And larger than. It's an arrow. It's an arrow, right? Make an arrow. And then another open and close curly braces. Okay? So what I want is actually this thing inside, right? It's called this is another function. This is called arrow function. It's like parentheses going into the curly braces. That's the syntax of the short functions in JavaScript. Okay, and in here, can you write something like this? Alert, and then just write anything. Something like that. Okay. And go back and check out your button. Ta-da! See that? Now you can get something a little bit more fun, right? Okay, let me do that again one more time because this one is a lot of syntax, right? Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the whole thing again, okay? So first, I'm going to do on click, okay? Equal. I'm going to do curly braces, okay? And then it's going to be parentheses, equal, larger than, and then curly braces. So that is the general structure that I want. And then I can put anything I want in here, any behavior that I want the programs to do, like alert with some command like hello, like with some text in here. Okay, and then that's working. Okay. If you have problem, let me know. All right. Seems like everybody got here. Okay. Good. Okay. So now you can kind of see that the nice thing about this stuff is that everything is code, so you can kind of write all the things that you want in here and in a concise manner. Like last time, it's a bit more verbose, I guess. This time it's more concise. And I want you to do one last thing. I guess I promise this is not the last thing. The last thing is actually, you remember the counter that you click the first time that you create the website? We want to create something like that. Okay, I want to show you that this kind of thing actually works pretty easily. Okay, so but you have to kind of trust me on the syntax in here. It's going to look a little bit weird. Okay, so first, can you go to the top of your file? Okay, and type this with me: import, and then curly brace use state from React. Okay. Okay, trust me on this. This one is a bit weird, but it's importing some function from the library. Okay, and you have to do exactly what I did. Okay. Okay. Next stop. Okay. So next stop, anywhere between function, okay, anywhere above the return statement, type this with me: const, okay, counter, and set counter equal use state 0. So this line goes to anywhere above the return statement. Set counter. There you go. We're almost done, actually. We're almost done. Okay, so what I did here is actually to set up some variable and a function to change that variable in my code. All right, and we're going to make some counter at the bottom of our page. So let's go to the bottom, and maybe you can create a new section for me. Maybe you can do h2 and say counter, like that, like this. Make a counter section for me. Okay, and what I want to do is this. I want to show my counter on the screen. Okay, and actually, I already have that information. It's actually in here, this guy right here, counter. This counter is actually the variable that I can use. Okay? So I'm going to use it in the p tag. Okay? And I'm going to say counter with the colon, and then curly braces, counter. See? I mean, it's kind of repetitive, right? So many counter names, but the part that becomes 0 is actually the blue part on my screen. That's where the value gets interpolated. Okay, the rest is just the text. Okay, you're almost done. So right now I can have 0, right? But you don't have to start with 0. You can try this one right now. If you go back to use state, let's change this one to 100. Now my counter starts at 100. See, this is the number that you start with. Okay, you can start with anything. -10, you get -10. Okay, so that's the starting point. Okay, and once you're done with this, can you give me another button so that we can increment it? Okay, so you button, okay, and just say increment. That means make the value goes up. So I want this button to respond to change the counter value whenever I click it. That's my goal here. Okay, in order to do that, I want to type this. Okay, so do this with me, like we just did previously. So you do on click equal, and then curly braces, and then parenthesis, and then equal, and then larger than, which is the arrow, and then another curly braces. See, similar structure to what we did previously, right? Same thing, just the same boilerplate, okay? But this time, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna maybe hit enter so that I have new line. You can have new line or don't, it doesn't matter. But I just wanna have some space. I'm gonna do set counter with the counter plus 1. Check this one out. So I adding a line called set counter, and then inside it's a counter plus 1. And now if you're done, go back and click your button and see the magic happen. Okay, so this one, it's quite easy to make mistakes. So if you get stuck, let me know. I can help you debug your code. Set counter. You click increment. It's on click ตัว O เล็กครับ O เล็กโอเคอันนี้ก็เหมือนกันโอเค try again that's it okay so I saw some people capitalize the letter O. You should not do that. You cannot do that. Okay, so the capitalization, this one has to be the lowercase o only. It has to be exactly like this. Okay, อันนี้น่าจะมีเท่านั้นปิดตรงนี้ปั๊บได้ละแล้วก็จึ๊กอันนี้เดี๋ยวคุณไปเปลี่ยนเองอันนี้เวิร์กใช่ไหมอันนี้แต่ว่าอันนี้button นี่ครับ B O T T O M เฮ้ย O T T O N เนี่ย A T E O N P U แก้ผมหน่อยครับ O เซฟครับถ้าจะได้แล้วมั้งลองเปิดเว็บลองกดดีครับเสร็จแล้วครับขึ้นแล้วเดี๋ยวตรงนี้this lady and next I will be with you this lady มันก็ไม่ได้โค้ดแหละครับโค้ดมันห้ามผิดกันเองครับ
หนูไม่ออกแต่ปุ่ม
F ตัวเล็ก
หนูไม่ออกแต่ปุ่มแล้ว
ไม่เป็นไรครับเดี๋ยวมาดู F ตัวเล็กต่อมาลืมปิดเครื่องหมายปีกาปิดเครื่องหมายปีกาเหมือนจะได้ละลองดูเจ๋งโอเคOkay, I'll be with you. I need to figure this one out. Counter. ไม่ใช่ขอผมนั่งได้ไหมครับจะเร็วกว่า data is not defined มันมี data ตรงไหนวะอ๋อ has to be this one นี่ไงหายากมาก date ครับไม่ใช่ data ครับ date ครับโอ้โหเห็นไหมเอ้ยแต่ยังไม่ได้วะ
นี่คืออะไรอะ
อันนี้มันผมเปิดดูคอนโซลดูว่ามันมีเออร์เลอร์อะไรโอเคทำไมมันไม่มาวะมาต้องดูนี่อันนี้มาแสดงว่าทุกออกโอเคงั้นอันนี้อันเดียวที่ไม่มา button on click โอเคนั่นเดี๋ยวก็เอาไปผิดไปนิดหนึ่งในนี้เขียนว่า set counter แล้วก็ข้างในเป็น counter บวกหนึ่งนี่โอเคครับไม่เป็นไรครับเรื่องนี้ไม่ง่ายหรอกครับคุณต้องได้แล้วครับมัน increment ก็คือฮะงั้นขอนั่งเลยดีกว่าอันนี้ได้เกินครับเชิญครับ
แต่ไม่มีบอกเลยว่ามันผิดตรงไหน
ใช่มันเหมือนแบบทำสักพักก็จะเริ่มเดาได้อะไรเงี้ยมากกว่าไม่มี set counter set counter เอาใหม่โอเคนี่ได้แล้วครับไม่เป็นไรครับมันเป็นเรื่องที่ต้องฝึกแหละมันไม่ใช่ต้องทำบ่อยๆถึงจะชินโอเค I saw some hand okay let me take care of this part and then I'll go to you okay ได้เลยครับขอนั่งดีกว่าอันนี้มัน involve นิดนึงใจเย็นนะครับใจเย็นไม่มีเลยครับง่ายมากครับอันนี้ให้ทำเล่นๆเฉยๆครับโอเคได้ละนี่อย่างนี้ครับเพิ่มนิดนึงแล้วกันเป็น P แล้วกันนี่ครับได้ละโอเคอันนี้ขึ้นไหมขึ้นโอเคเก่งมากครับโอเคได้ครับเดี๋ยวไปฝั่งนี้แล้วไปฝั่งนู้น sorry take some time but I'll go there eventually อันนี้ครับอันนี้
ทำไมมันแดงไม่รู้
เพราะว่ามันเกินมาหนึ่งตัวเห็นไหมเจ๊งเลยขอนั่ง ถ้าเจ๊งกว่านี้ขอนั่ง
จริงแล้วเหรอคะ
เจ๊งไม่นิดเดียวแต่ว่ามันถ้ายืนมันหายากต้องนั่ง counter is not defined เนาะ counter not defined เฮ้ยนี่มาแล้วครับ คุณลืมไปบรรทัดหนึ่งบรรทัดนี้ โอเค
ของผมกดเซฟแต่มันไม่ขึ้นอะไร
ได้มาคุณลุกเลยครับ เดี๋ยวผมขอดู โอเค use state is not defined โอเค use state ผิด เพราะว่า use state ตรงนี้ s ใหญ่ครับโหมันหาบางภูเขาไหมนี่มาแล้วเฮ้ยโหดไหมให้คุณเป็นC ก็ต้องตัวใหญ่เลยครับ C ใหญ่โอเคยังไม่ได้อีกทำไมเราก็ต้องปิดตรงนี้แล้วก็ปิดตรงนี้คือมันต้องอยู่ในบัตทอนเย้มาแล้วครับอันนี้ได้ไหมไม่มาขอผมนั่งเลยถ้าอย่างนั้นนะง่ายกว่าระวังนิดนึงon click เห็นผิดL ใหญ่ L เล็กโหดไหมยังไม่มาโอเค counter is not defined เพราะว่า C เล็กเอาใหม่นี่ไงมาละโอเคอันนี้ได้โอเคเยี่ยมมากเขียนโค้ดไม่ต้องเงี้ยครับก็โอเคyou guys still need my help no okay good job okay anybody still need my help okay I think some of you might start to notice that writing something like this takes a lot of skill because it's very easy to make mistakes so maybe you can start to appreciate the guys who write website and web application and maybe pay him a lot of money including me okay next time all right when you hired me you can appreciate what we do right okay one last thing I want to show you is that we done a lot of like website but can we do one styling and we done okay CSS okay can you guys go to my lecture and copy one line for me this one the line on page 12 copy and paste it at the very top of the file not this one just paste it at the very top like that there's a line on page 12 import right and then just paste that line on the very top of the page right and can you go to a file called app.css okay it should be in the source folder okay if I were to close everything right it's in here app.css and do this with me maybe you can do body right you can do background color and do red and see if your website turn red or not right okay remember this is CSS this is something you did last time like margin and padding and font size and everything like that just make sure that you can change your background color so that at least you know where the styling come from okay but you can change your color accordingly right it doesn't have to be red okay okay like that which is pretty ugly but in the point right okay and if you can change your background color you're done the last step that we're going to do is that like once you're done how do you put this website online we're not going to do that today but there is another step called building because this thing is still in the development stage once you're done you're gonna build your website ready for, oh, you still have problem? Okay, no. Okay, we're gonna build the website ready for production, even though we're not gonna deploy today, but I just want you to build it. Building it is extremely easy. You just go to my website, and there is a last step in here. npm run build. Okay, can you copy this line? npm run build, okay? And go to your website. But now I want you to open the terminal though. This is not gonna be on the code per se, okay? I want you to open the terminal and just paste it in here and hit enter. So this, okay. Sorry, actually, no, sorry. This is not right. You gotta do, you gotta go, can you go to where your website is running? Because there should be one terminal running in here, right? And can you do Control C so that you get something that you can type on? So normally it should be something like this, right? It should be running, like your website should be running, and you can Control C to cancel it or close your server, right? If you can paste whatever I just did here, npm run build in here, you should be able to, hold on, like that. You should be able to build your website like that. That's all, okay? And what it's doing is that it's gonna combine all the files in your project into 3 files. And then all you have to do is put this file on the web server somewhere, and your website is actually online. But we're not gonna do that today, but I just want you to go through the whole step of like creating website and then building it. And then you just have to, deploy this file on the web server. Okay. But you don't have to do that today.
เอามาข้างล่างหน่อย
ครับอาจจะเซฟด้วยโทษทีเซฟนะครับแล้วก็มาที่ View แล้วก็ Terminal กด Ctrl C ผมหน่อยไม่ต้องแล้วครับเรียบร้อยแต่ก่อน cd with project ได้ไหมใช่โอเคไปก๊อปคอมมานด์เมื่อกี้เอาคอมมานด์นี้มาแปะนี่ครับอันนี้ของคุณช่วยกด Ctrl โอเคคุณพิมพ์ไปก่อนก็ได้ครับกด Enter ครับดันโอเคเสร็จแล้วครับจริงๆเรากำลังจะบอกว่าเสร็จแล้วกด Ctrl C ปุ๊บใช่ไหมแล้วไปเอาคอมมานด์เว็บไซต์ผมเอาคอมมานด์ที่ชื่อนี่ครับกดเปิดแปะเลยนี่คือ build เว็บไซต์ Enter ดันเสร็จแล้วนี่คือมันอยู่ในนี้เดี๋ยวจะบอกอีกทีหนึ่งคือ3ไฟล์นี่คือเว็บคุณทั้งหมดอะเวลาจะเอาไปไว้ที่อื่นก็เอา3ไฟล์นี้ขึ้นเว็บขึ้นเซิร์ฟเวอร์แล้วจบเลย Okay, so if you can build your website, hold on, let me announce it. If you can build your website, you're done. You may come here and do attendance, and you may go. Okay, we'll see you next week, and I'll help everyone for sure. Okay.
ลบทิ้งยังไงนะคะ
ต้อง CD พอดีมันผิดที่ลองก๊อปใหม่ครับใช่นี้
ใส่ตรงนี้ตรงไหน
เดี๋ยวขอดูนี่ก่อนว่าถูกไหมกดครับ
เซฟหรอคะ
Enter เรียบร้อยครับบิลแล้วมันอยู่ในนี้นะอยู่ในดิสคือถ้าเกิดคุณจะเอาเว็บลงก็คือเอาแค่3ไฟล์เนี้ยลงเพราะคือไฟล์อื่นมันใช้ในการเดฟเดียวขอดูหน่อยครับเดี๋ยวก่อนนะต้องปิดนี่ก่อนปิดปุ๊บได้แล้วครับใส่ปุ๊บ Enter ครับอันนี้ถูกแล้วครับนั้นบิลได้แล้วกลับบ้านได้ครับขอบคุณมากปิดเลยครับปิดเลยครับแล้วมันก็จะหายไปเลยครับไม่เป็นไรหรอกครับหายไปเถอะไม่เป็นไรไม่ประเด็น
อันนี้
เสร็จแล้วครับเรียบร้อยก็คือคุณบิลได้ไงคือคุณทำโปรเซสครบแล้วไงคุณบิลเดี๋ยวถ้าเกิดมันดีพลอยไม่ได้ในนี้ไงแต่ว่ามันทำเสร็จแล้วครับ that's it ครับ that's it ครับกลับบ้านได้Okay, I just want to let you know that I'm not going to test you on this at all in the final. Okay, it's going to be just concept, like, what is JavaScript framework, something like that. But I don't expect you to be able to code it in 1 hour. It's impossible. No coding. Don't worry. I just want you to see the process. But I'm not going to test you on the coding. doesn't make sense man
ทดสอบไฟนอลครับ
ไฟนอลครับมีไฟนอลเป็นข้อเขียนแต่ว่าส่วนใหญ่จะเป็นคอนเซปต์ง่ายๆ เช่นเว็บไซต์คืออะไรอย่างนี้มากกว่ามันจะไม่ใช่แบบไม่มีโคดดิ้ง
คืออะไรมันมายังไงอ่ะ
ก็เป็นคอนเซปต์ที่เรียนแบบอย่างเงี้ยมากกว่าแต่เขียนโค้ดมันไม่ควรเทสมันยากไปครับแต่ถ้าคุณอยากเรียนมา 255 441 นะครับผมสอนอยู่นะครับอันนี้ของจริงได้มันเป็นเมเจอร์อิเล็กทีฟมันเป็นตัวเมเจอร์หรือฟรีก็ได้แล้วแต่ครับแต่มันไม่ใช่ทางเราครับหมายถึงว่าไอไม่ต้องเรียนก็ได้ครับถ้าเรียนก็ได้แต่ถ้าชอบก็เป็นอีกทางเลือกหากินหนึ่งของคุณได้โอเคyou ready you free okay wait maybe I should stop my recording first breakfast